Tonight at 5, why the Dane County executive says she's concerned about the 2027 budget, fresh off approving the one for 2026. Plus, what we know about a police squad car crash that happened this morning in Fitchburg. You're watching News 3 now at 5. Hello, everybody. Eric is off tonight. An investigation is underway after a Fitchburg police officer crashed a squad car this morning. It happened just after 3 this morning near the intersection of Allied and Carling Drives. Police say the officer was responding to a call for service when the crash happened, but they are still investigating the cause. No other vehicle was involved. The circumstances around the crash and the call for service are both under investigation. And now for a look at the forecast. Boy, what a day it was today. This is a gift at this time of the year. It's November 14th, Alex.
Yeah. Christmas gift early, I guess, if you like this kind of weather. Our preliminary high temperature in Madison, 66, although it could have been just a little bit warmer than that. Not as warm as the 86 in Watertown. We can cross that out. Watertown didn't quite get to 86 degrees today. But temperatures in the middle to upper 60s to near 70. Light winds, Susan, you and I were talking about that earlier. That's an extra bonus when you can have the light winds and mild temperatures. Right now we got 61 out there in Madison, 62 to 63 out towards the Wisconsin River Valley, 56 in the Dells, and 61 also in Janesville. Just a gorgeous night ahead of us. We also have access to other sites where we can get the temperature, the humidity, the wind. We call these mesonet sites. And right now, I just happened to sneak out to Lancaster in Grant County. Still 62 degrees. Look at this. Southeast winds at 3 miles per hour. Gorgeous night ahead for southern Wisconsin. Possibly even a record warm night for that matter across the area. And that Friday night football forecast. Temperature staying in the middle 50s. The winds will start to increase again. The clouds will start to increase again out ahead of a weather system that could bring us some precipitation on Saturday. When I come back here in about 14 minutes or so, we'll track that weather system and see if we can get any raindrops in the forecast. That's coming up, Susan.
All right, Alex, thank you. Dane County's money problems are not over. The county executive signed the 2026 budget this week, a budget which was facing a $31 million structural deficit. And as our Ellie LaLiberte shows us, that deficit is likely to carry over.
Dane County Executive Melissa Agard tells me she is concerned about the 2027 budget. She says there will likely be a structural deficit of roughly $30 million. Now, to address that, Agard says she's announced a hiring freeze. The county will also be conducting a space and utilization study to eliminate waste. Overall, she says she looks to cut costs in a, quote, more thoughtful way.
We will be rolling up our sleeves in many ways, continuing to turn over all of the stones within county government to ensure that we're as efficient and lean as possible on the inside. And we need to expect that from folks on the outside. But
Agard emphasized this is a structural deficit that has been carried over for many years before her election to the role. Now, she's also planning on announcing dates for community listening sessions to discuss the 2027 budget shortfall.
Thank you, Ellie. And you can hear more from Ellie's interview with Agard this Sunday on For the Record. It airs at 10:30 right after Face the Nation. QTS Data Centers is contributing $1.5 million to UW-Madison for a research initiative aimed at advancing data center sustainability. The announcement comes after QTS approached officials in DeForest and Vienna about annexing land for a data center. Part of that proposal includes plans to spend $50 million on what the company calls community commitments, like partnerships with UW-Madison and MATC. Next Tuesday at 6, QTS will present an overview of its data center plan to the DeForest Village Board. The board will not take any action on the proposal during the meeting. The village anticipates it will receive an official annexation petition and additional entitlement submission from QTS this month. Anyone is allowed to go to the meeting. It will be at DeForest Area High School. A man is facing charges tonight for trying to get into people's cars with a gun. At about 12:22 in the morning, Madison police responded to Axel Avenue for someone pulling on car door handles in people's driveways. At 1 o'clock, officers found the man in the area of Britta Parkway. Police say he ran away. Officers found him in a backyard on Devolis Parkway. They also found a loaded handgun and a magazine there. Police say the man had ammo matching what was in the magazine. He is now in jail. A 38-year-old Madison man is facing charges after police say he was driving a stolen car with a gun and 2 children in the back seat. At about 5 o'clock on Thursday, Monona police were alerted of a stolen vehicle by a city-owned license plate reader. Officers found the vehicle near Broadway and Bridge Road. 4 people were inside, a man, a woman, and 2 kids in the back. Officers found a handgun on the man and arrested him. They detained the woman but released her later. The children are back with their mother tonight. Among the charges the man is facing, having a gun as a felon and felony stolen car. As city officials look for new ways to put healthy and affordable food on people's tables, they're turning to local growers for help. Earlier this week, the city launched a survey to gauge interest from growers and farmers about how to boost local food production. Our Maren Rosen visited the Badger Rock Neighborhood Center to see how this initiative could take root.
As you can see, growing season has come to an end, and the City of Madison is looking to see how community gardens, just like this one, can be used in the future to help more Madison families.
We as the city, we're always looking for ways to improve the lives of the people that live here, no matter what's going on.
The survey asks local growers about their interest and capacity to help produce more food right here in Madison.
It's a shared experience going, to the grocery store and sometimes having to make difficult choices on what you can buy for your family, your kids, and what you can't. We really want to step in and try to fill that gap.
The city has planted the seeds for production expansion and says it could be as simple as helping people grow new gardens or finding new ways to distribute what's already been grown.
If we as a city can take advantage of the property that we already own and purpose it in a way to help address those food insecurity and affordability concerns, I think that's a great route to take.
Local growers like Nicholas Leet say the survey is important because even small gardens can make a big difference.
You can have a 10 by 10 foot plot and grow a decent amount of greens. You can grow a decent amount of, healthy vegetables throughout the year. That you might not otherwise have access to. I really like the idea of community gardens as a space where people can come together, often people that wouldn't otherwise be interacting with each other.
Anything that we as the city can do to really, help folks find more food and healthy food being the key too, we're gonna explore every avenue.
The survey will stay open for ideas and feedback from community members until December 22nd. Reporting in Madison, I'm Maren Rosen, News 3 Now.
Maren, thank you. Beautiful day to be in the garden today. Tomorrow, you can watch the Milwaukee Bucks take on the Los Angeles Lakers right here on Channel 3. Tip-off is 7 p.m. This is just one of 8 games that will be broadcast for free on over-the-air television. For a full list of the other games we're carrying, find this story on channel3000.com. Still ahead tonight at 5, Alex takes a look at when temperatures will drop again in his first warn forecast. And ahead of the game against the Giants on Sunday, the Packers list Lucas Van Ness as potentially ready to play. We'll tell you what Micah Parsons has to say about that. And later we'll tell you about the new information we've learned about the infant formula recall that federal health officials say has sickened babies across the country. On Wall Street, the Dow ended down 310 points today to end the work week. The Nasdaq was up 30 and the S&P 500 is down 3 points. News 3 Now at 5. We'll be right back. Time for a look at the forecast. Alex, what are we doing in the studio? We should be out on the patio tonight. It's beautiful outside.
All right, let's get going. You come over here, we'll head right out there. Yeah, and you'll want to be out on the patio as we go on into Saturday. 63 for a high temperature Saturday. A bit of a breeze building in, though. That's going to usher in cooler temperatures as we head into Sunday. High temperatures of only 46 degrees. So it's going to feel pretty significantly different. All part of the three things you need to get out of the forecast. Tonight, it'll be quiet. It will be warm. 60s Saturdays, 40s on Sundays, and then we'll start to have some changes in the forecast. We'll enter a little bit of wintry precipitation into the forecast. First to look here at that future track projection, the cold front coming through likely 7, 8 o'clock as we head into Saturday morning. Winds out of the west and northwest, north and west of Madison, and then out of the southwest, just east of Madison. That kink right there is a cold front, but you're not seeing anything green on the map there, meaning no precipitation. That front may come through entirely dry, clearing out, sunny skies for the latter part of Saturday afternoon. That's going to make for a nice day, but the winds out of the northwest will put just a tiny bit of a bite in the air. Here are those temperatures warming up to 63 degrees Saturday afternoon, and as we go into Saturday night, those northwest breezes are going to bring those temperatures down into the upper 20s to right around 30. Totally normal, though, for this time of year. That's what we should expect, not temperatures in the upper 60s to near 70, where some folks have made today. And here comes back the wind, gusting at times upwards of 30 miles per hour on Saturday. Still gusty on Sunday, up to 25 mile per hour range. So the winds are going to make their return back to southern Wisconsin with these cooler temperatures. Overall precipitation amounts, very tiny chances Friday and Saturday. A weather system Monday and Tuesday may bring us a slight chance of a couple of rain and snow showers. Much better chances for rain as we head later into the week. Look at this as we head towards Thursday afternoon and Thursday night. Widespread chances for showers. We could even have a couple of thunderstorms with that weather system. Let's give you a first glimpse at that. Here are those showers breaking out late Wednesday night. And as we head into work and school on Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning, showers becoming widespread. Look at this green across all of southern Wisconsin. 6 o'clock Thursday night, widespread rain. And again, can't rule out a couple of thunderstorms with this weather system. So this is good. This is good news because we desperately need that water. For the month, we're down by 1 inch as we head into, or take a look at my year-long rain gauge. We're down 4 inches for the year. So our drought conditions continue to build across southern Wisconsin. And if we don't get this rain Thursday going into Friday of next week, we're going to continue to hurt across southern Wisconsin. Let's take this nice full screen here for our 10-day. Again, the real nice day is that Saturday at 63. Can't we just keep that? Can we just keep the 63, keep that through the rest of the 10-day? But if you're heading down to Indiana tomorrow, they're going to be in the 70s tomorrow. The New York Giants game, it'll be on the wet side out there as we head into Sunday. Otherwise, we return back to reality.
What a gift, though, this weekend.
Yes, let's focus on the good stuff.
Little respite, yes.
A little bit of spring.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. And you can track the forecast for yourself on the First Warn Weather app. It has hourly planners, road conditions, and radar. You can download it for free in your phone's app store. Just search WISC Weather. Well, speaking of weather, tomorrow the Clean Lakes Alliance kicks off its 15th annual Mendota Freeze Contest. That's when you get to guess the date that the lake will completely freeze over, and you'll be entered to win a gift card to a local business. Now, just to help you gauge your guess, last winter Lake Mendota officially froze on Christmas. Of the more than 1,300 people who entered, 31 people guessed it correctly. We have a link for you to cast your vote on this story at channel3000.com. The Goodman Community Center is gearing up to begin accepting food donations this weekend for their Thanksgiving basket drive. For the 37th year, they're lifting up local residents in preparing for a traditional holiday meal. News 3 Now is once again a proud sponsor of this event, and we were there this morning to help them get an early start.
We have a little surprise for you this morning.
Oh my gosh.
I want to bring in our general manager, Scott Chastain. Scott, good to see you. Welcome
Good
to
to see you.
608.
Absolutely. No, it's great to be on the morning show.
What do you have right here?
Well, to help kick everything off tomorrow, we from WISC and News 3 Now, we wanted to kick everything off with a $1,500 donation to the Goodman Center for what you guys do. So.
Okay. thank you so much.
Thank
this
you.
is such a help. You know, in addition to the food, you know, the funds that y'all and the community give, you know, they go to buy things like the non-perishable stuff, the milk, the eggs, the butter, and of course, filling in any gaps that come in. So this matters so much. Thank you. We could not do this without the support of you all and other businesses and other people in the community who really care.
Thank you, Josh, Scott, and Florence. We're proud to be able to help. And you can donate the food starting tomorrow to fill the 4,000 baskets this year. You can also make a financial donation right now by going to goodmancenter.org/donate. And we have a link to donate on channel3000.com. Well, this weekend, the Packers will be taking on the Giants, and one player that's been on the sidelines for a while may end up in the game. Our senior Packers writer, Jason Wilde, explains.
The last time we saw Lucas Van Ness, he was sacking Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Flacco for a big loss. Turned out to be the last play he would play and miss the next 4 games. But he is listed as questionable for this game on Sunday against the New York Giants in the Meadowlands. And Micah Parsons, for one, is very excited to get one of his running mates back. He believes the Packers have all kinds of ideas on how to use him and Rashawn Gary and Lucas Van Ness in concert chasing Jameis Winston.
I got your back until, you know, you can go out there and give us 100, because we know you are what you at your best. Like, I don't want you thinking, I don't want you worried about the foot. I just want you at the best. And, you know, when Lucas is back and he's giving our best, as y'all seen early on, he's an incredible player, and I'm gonna be very excited for him to there's so many packages we got waiting just to throw in for when he gets back. Just because what we've seen, other players stepping up, it's going to be really exciting.
Now, despite his limited workload in practice on Thursday and Friday, Lucas Van Ness feels like he is ready to go, both mentally and physically, for the Giants. He is officially listed as questionable. We'll see 90 minutes before kickoff if he's active. We'll have full coverage of everything leading into Packers-Giants and of Packers-Giants, the game itself, on our website, channel3000.com. While you're there, make sure you sign up for our Packers newsletter, which delivers our coverage directly to your inbox every single day. In Green Bay at Lambeau Field, Jason Wilde, channel3000.com.
Thank you, Jason. And don't forget to watch the Wisconsin Huddle tonight. Badger Volleyball's Allie Andrew is this week's guest. This comes as the 11th ranked Badgers head to East Lansing to take on Michigan State tonight. The show airs at 6:30 right after News 3 Now at 6. And still ahead tonight at 5, the products that could see price drops soon after the president comes to a trade deal with Switzerland.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
We have new information about the ByHeart baby formula recall. The infant botulism outbreak is growing, with 23 babies sick across 13 states. That is 8 new cases and an additional state on the list. The FDA and the CDC provided that update today. None of the new cases are in Wisconsin. The illnesses started as early as August. All of the children were hospitalized. Luckily, none have died. This information comes after a nationwide recall on all brands of this brand's formula. People with YouTube TV may have to get used to living without their major favorite programs for a while. Yesterday, a Disney official told investors the company is prepared for the stalemate to last a while longer. At the end of October, Disney pulled its content, including ESPN and ABC, off of YouTube TV after the two failed to reach a contract. YouTube TV says Disney's asking price would drive up costs for subscribers. Disney claims YouTube parent company Alphabet is using its power to undercut fair industry terms. Well, prices for things like wristwatches and medical equipment could come down soon. The Trump administration is planning to cut tariffs on products from Switzerland. Switzerland's government made the announcement this morning after a meeting with a U.S. trade representative, Jamieson Greer. The tariff rate on the U.S. charges on Swiss imports will fall from from 39 to 15%. The current rate, which the Trump administration imposed, is among the highest levies the U.S. charges for any country's goods. Attorney General Pam Bondi says the Department of Justice will investigate the potential ties between convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and some high-profile Democrats. The president requested the DOJ conduct the investigation this morning on social media. It comes after newly released emails from Epstein's personal account that show the sex offender believed Trump knew about the girls that he trafficked and spent hours with at least one victim. House Speaker Mike Johnson says he will hold a vote on releasing all of the DOJ's files on the Epstein case next week. President Trump is considering taking direct military action in Venezuela. The Pentagon presented the president with plans to carry out strikes inside the country this week. The aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald R. Ford, has been moved into the Caribbean in case the president decides to move ahead with the attacks. The administration accuses Venezuela of working with drug cartels to send drugs into the U.S. Strikes would escalate the attacks the U.S. has already carried out on suspected drug boats. Well, warmer weather is here for the weekend, but how long will it last? Alex takes a final check on the forecast when we come back.
A middle school girl targeted by AI-generated nude images, then suspended for defending herself, while her family is suing and calling for change.
And Steve Hartman goes on the road to Surry County, Virginia, where a teen candidate and his former teacher turned a hotly contested election into a lesson in kindness and respect. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
And in 30 minutes, we'll show you how local teens are stepping up to help their peers prepare for the future. That's coming up on News 3 Now at 6. Well, starting today, you can go see the Home Run Holiday Lights in Beloit. This is a brand new holiday tradition at ABC Supply Stadium. It includes a walk-through light display in the field. There's holiday train rides, and there's a fire pit and those igloo things that look so cool. It's open 7 nights a week between 5 and 10, and it will run from now through January 4th. Can't wait to see that, yeah.
Not feeling like Christmas, though.
Not even close, but it does feel like a gift.
It is gorgeous out there. One more nice day today, or tomorrow rather. And then we cool on down. Coming up at 6, we're going to track how much water we'll see in the next 10 days.
All right, we will see then. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for watching tonight at 5, everybody. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. Hope to see you back here at 6.